if you can get more information to yourself as a player through sound cues, again, visuals, audios, whatever it may be, audio, it will increase your play style tenfold. I can already tell you that. So that's the only thing that I really have to say. Other than that, this was a beautiful fucking VOD to watch, and I really mean it. Like, this is easily, hands down, the best VOD I've watched. What is going on, guys? 821 Mayo here, and today I'm bringing you episode number 30 of the Viewer VOD Review series. You can find links to all my social media as well as my Discord tip video playlist and Patreon down below in the description. I would greatly appreciate you guys go check out those links. Maybe drop me a follow on Twitter or Instagram, whatever your preferred platform is. Make sure you guys go check out those links down below. As well as the VOD form is now open. I am only allowing 10 VODs to be submitted at a time. So once I reach 10 VODs in the Google form link or in the Google form, I will close the submission, do those 10 VODs, and then recycle that process throughout each of the VOD cycles. So make sure you guys submit your VOD if you do want me to review it. I know a lot of people, whether it's my live stream or comment section, want me to review their VOD. So make sure you guys record those and send those in as soon as you can.
Saw that cam on coconut, bra. Boom.
Alright, so it looks like we got a VOD on Consulate. So first off, running Valk on Consulate is she's a very, very strong operator on this map. And especially on most maps, rather. But she does excel on this map a little bit more than others. So Valkyrie is usually always a good pick for the most part. Got a cam outside CEO here. Usually pretty good not to spot people too early on in the round. Simply because they have more time to look for the cameras, spot them out, shoot them potentially. So it's usually better just to use your voice and give a call out instead of, you know, relying on the spotting system in the game to kind of fill that gap.
Is there one at that window there? Or are you good?
No, I killed him already.
Alright. You guys are pretty clear from the west side. I'm a west side baby. TikTok.
If I can say one thing though,
white stairs.
Your vibes are immaculate.
He's right on it, bro.
Homie's just straight vibing in the solo queue. Maybe a little bit of a vertical kill here.
Now. I'm gonna go spiral.
Decent communication coming out from you as well.
Ever dead, check out. That's him.
Okay, so one thing that I'm picking up on right now is you're really paying attention to not only callouts, sound cues, but also this bar up here at the top, which is something that a lot of experienced or even inexperienced players do. I mean, a lot of people just focus on the gameplay and what's in the middle of their screen most of the time. So once this Jaeger killed the Ash, you noticed that the Ash had died up here at the top, since you did spot her and you can see if she's alive or not. And once she died, you said to yourself or whoever you were talking to that she's dead now. So really, really good that you're paying attention to the scoreboard bar up at the top.
Yellow.
Yeah, he's on yellow halfway
Fuck
up.
me.
Alright, getting a little kill hungry here, which is understandable.
Fuck! Sorry.
I'm just gonna come back to say it.
She's like 5 health, bro, just rush her, she's 5.
Oh my god.
Hit her once.
Jesus Christ, that dude that screeched on his mic. So really the only thing that I can kind of give you some pointers on this round was, firstly, you're getting a little bit too kill hungry there. As you saw how fast a round can go from a 4v1 into a 2v1. So once that 2v1 situation kind of established itself in terms of, you know, you realizing that, okay, she just killed 2 of my teammates, I don't think I should challenge anymore, because I mean, 1 bullet headshot mechanic game, and then it's a 1v1, and then who knows what can happen, you know. But it's good that you kind of backed up there a little bit, tried to go back to site, play with your teammate, and also decision making and positioning. I saw a lot of running around, and I didn't see any pre-aiming for the most part. So like when you crossed over to admin and then you kind of just like ran, you ran back and forth a couple times, but you weren't really pre-aiming much unless you had like information on it. And it's really important that you should be alert at all times, because you never really know when, for example, while you're running back and forth long desk, someone could have just crouched walk up spiral stairs and then could have gotten a free kill on you, simply because you weren't unaware or just didn't care enough to pay attention to it. So positioning and decision making could definitely be increased, at least during that round. But again, what I really liked seeing you do was paying attention to the scoreboard bar up at the top. That's something that I don't really see a lot in these VoD reviews.
The bombs. Can we go?
Alright, so one thing about this ADS here that you're about to place is obviously it can get EMP'd, but Thatcher is banned in this game, so all I'm really saying is make sure that you pay attention to poorly placed ADSs near or around places that might get EMP'd or have a strong line of sight on from the attackers. It's something that I went heavily over in my last VoD review, episode 29. So placing an ADS here is completely fine, but just kind of make sure that if you're in a situation like this where you want to put an ADS near a drone hole or something like that, or even a wall, which is over here to the left, the garage wall, that Thatcher is banned, just so that way it doesn't get destroyed or disabled, or now disabled since the update, just by you placing an ADS poorly. Alright, so this ADS here could definitely be placed better, simply because the attackers can just kind of cross the doorway. Now it might seem unlikely, but I mean, it could happen, but they could just cross to the right side of the door, look left side of the door, from your perspective left side, and they could very easily shoot the ADS. Also, ADSs have a constant sound cue, so if you are experienced enough in the game, you'll definitely be able to hear one if you're near it. So yeah, definitely, I would probably move that ADS just so it doesn't get shot. Again, such a crucial piece of utility that when placed poorly could be the difference between winning or losing a round. So
I'm good though.
good ADS placement there. That's really good. And you seem to pick it up. Oh, you're gonna put it back white. Okay.
When they push in, they're probably gonna be throwing stuff here. Maybe there. Ah. Let's stick it right here.
Putting it back white is completely fine. One thing that I can cover about this though is, so usually with ADSs there's either two ways to use them for you and your team. So either you have a piece of utility that you want to support with an ADS or my magnet, or you want to support someone playing in a position. So in this instance, it would be someone playing back white van playing that position. So putting the ADS here is completely fine. Now you could put it a little bit more forward, but personally, I would probably want to put it back white. Just because it's a little bit more, it's deeper into the bomb site, so the chances of an attacker seeing it or being able to shoot it is lower. And the thing about like an ADS being placed here where you want it next to the box is there's no utility in this area to have the ADS support. So like usually you'll see like a Maestro cam somewhere around here on the floor, and that would be a really good ADS to put for the Maestro cam in support of it. But putting the ADS here would be a little bit better for someone trying to play that position. Because the attackers have to expose themselves for longer and like in a much wider angle in order for them to burn that ADS. It is a common ADS placement. Someone could very easily go above, whether it's a buck, sledge, or IQ, and get rid of
yellow
it.
stairs?
But yeah, that's where I personally would put the ADS. Would be back white van. That right there is not a good play at all. And simply because you're literally crawling in barbed wire, and barbed wire is a very unique sound cue, so it's pretty much process of elimination. There's barbed wire to the right of your screen on upper yellow. Obviously, the attackers will see that the barbed wire is clear. So where does that indicate someone's going to be? Probably lower yellow. And it kind of could be a free kill, to be honest with you. Not only because you're prone, and it's usually common to pre-aim that area a little bit lower down since it is sloped down. I don't know the word I'm looking for. The opposite of elevated. I'm a little bit stupid if you can't tell. But like the pre-aim there is not favorable for you. That's something you always have to think about in Siege, is where is someone going to be pre-aiming me on this angle? And definitely on this specific angle, since it is sloped down, the staircase, it is going down, the attackers are most likely going to be pre-aiming lower, which will give them a little bit more favorable gunfight, simply because they're already pre-aiming near upper mass or head level. So yeah, proning and barbed wire are not a good thing, and also proning in this area is not a good thing. So yeah, what you got going on there is kind of not the move. All right, so they got a buck above. A sledge. The reason I know that is because I just heard the sledgehammer smack the piano floor. So that should be a clear sound cue to you that someone is, at least one person is going to be upstairs.
Oh, come on, bro.
All right, so 2 free kill. We love free kills. He's already
in small office.
He is indeed in small office. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you know that 2, so it's a sledge, nomad, and a ace, I believe. You know, 2 are piano, nomad, sledge, and then ace is outside breach getting wall. The reason I know all of that is because of sound cues, again. So very, very important that you pay attention to sound cues. There's a nomad, she is completely rushing you. She is backed up now. She's to your right. Okay, sledge is still piano. Now he could be either circle desk or Z. You have diffuser as well. That's something that you should be communicating. Sledge is circle desk. Alright, very good kill. So, you know, the last one is outside breach. So, what you can do, you have 2 options. What I would suggest in this situation, if I were playing it, is you completely play your life upstairs. Why is that? Because you have the diffuser. So, what does Ace have for rotation potential here? So he could either go through the yellow door, which is the fastest route to the diffuser, or he could go through circle desk or visa. Circle desk is going to take more time than yellow, and then visa is going to take more time than circle desk. So his chances of rotation there are probably going to be yellow stairs. So now he still could go for gunfights on site, direct gunfights, because he knows that he has a 1v2 on site, or at least he should, because he's killing you're killing his teammates upstairs. So he could either go for diffuser or try to take a 2v1 on site. So you have two decisions here to make. Either you could hold yellow stairs, walk up, or you could play piano above, because as I said, they had a sledge, and there's most likely some form of vertical play on the piano floor above the breach. So you could have a 2-way crossfire, vertical and horizontal, by you being above and then your teammates on site. So I'm interested to see what you do here. Now, it looks like you're trying to... There's a nomad on that door. You still eat it, though, which is fine.
Did he push in?
Okay, so you did exactly what
I have
explained.
diffuser upstairs,
So, very, very good play by
like
you.
by bench.
This is a very, very good play. At this point, it doesn't even matter if he kills you, because you've wasted 20 seconds of his time.
Oh, I didn't even hear him push in. He's in piano.
Yeah, that sound was a little weird there, but so far I'm really enjoying your playstyle. Only thing that I can really say is minor tweaks and stuff like that. But so far, this is really good gameplay. I'm really enjoying this. You're making a lot of smart decisions. A little those two gunfights there were a little bit not needed. Like you were kind of ego peaking a little bit. But for the most part, your playstyle is pretty solid. I'm actually really enjoying it. So again, even you dying there doesn't matter because you wasted 25 seconds of his time. So that leaves him roughly 30 seconds to do something with the round. And a 2v1 with an Echo up. I mean, if the Echo plays it smart, again, just win the round off the yokais. But really smart decisions coming out of you that round. And you pretty much did what I was giving the option in theory to do, which was either hold the yellow cross or play above the breach with the sledge holes. So really smart decisions. Let's move on to the next round. Damn, your fit didn't come back. That's unfortunate.
I should put one here and then.
No, putting two pieces of barb there is completely fine. Especially since you have a Legion on board. Putting 2 pieces of barb there is completely fine because it is pretty common for the attackers to want to either rush plant or play very aggressive on the main door. So putting 2 pieces of barb, completely fine. What I would like to see you not do is destroy these little plants here. So why is that? I mean, you didn't completely destroy them, but you definitely help the destructive process in these objects, especially like this table and stuff. And the reason that is because you can plant a lot more tucked if you remove these 2 objects. And if you completely destroy them, it's going to make the attacker's jobs a lot easier. And a lot of people don't really pay attention to little things like this, like destroying pieces of furniture or things like that, in order for them to be a little bit more safe during the plant. So, yeah. Definitely try not to destroy things like this. Obviously, you can destroy like little glass bottles or whatever, or like things that really won't matter. But especially on Consulate, since this is such a default plant location on this map for the main door, definitely try to keep those objects intact as much as you can. So that way you make your job a little bit easier and you make the attackers a little bit harder.
I should put one here and then that, and then well, I can board these. I'll put one on Spiral.
Boarding those are fine. It's usually a pretty default thing to do anyway. Like boarding these doors up and stuff are completely fine. I wouldn't even say barricade the windows. I would just say barricade the double door, like this door and the double door behind you, and it'll be fine. And then what I usually like to do with barricades and things like that, yeah, so you kind of wasted a lot more time by just barricading all 3 of these things when you could just barricade 2 things. But what I like to do with barricades is, excuse me, especially with like a barricade like that, I'll usually want to like shoot a piece of it out. So I'm trying to pause it on a good moment, but I'll just play the video. But I'll shoot a piece of it out so that way sound can propagate through it. The same way you'll see Pro League players or just like high elo players run around a map and shoot the glass out of windows. That's because it allows more sound to travel through the object, whether it's a barricade or a piece of glass. So same thing goes for a barricade. If you break a little piece of it, it'll allow more sound to travel through it. So something to kind of pick up on and things like that. Like for a clubhouse example, if you barricade the door, break a piece of it off, usually at the bottom, so that way you're not giving the attackers an advantage, like through a little piece of the barricade being broke. And that way it allows more sound to travel through. Just a little bit more, but that little bit more is a lot louder than just the barricade being completely pristine and not broken. You almost got your head took off just then.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
It seems like you're going for an early pick here, which is completely fine since you are in a 4v5. And there's the early pick. I mean, you're kind of filthy on the
One's
sticks.
bench.
That is bench.
Bench is dead.
One's Visa, it's a Hibana.
That's bench.
One circle, one Visa. You should know this guy's Visa, by the way. He's shooting so much right now.
Peek me. Come on.
I sit on yellow. Yellow's clear.
One's Visa and Nomad was outside of main.
Okay, so you know the guy is
Helicopter.
Visa. You should know it's a Hibana and a Nomad. I didn't see who it was outside the main door, but Hibana is dead. That's the Visa player. And you're kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy on the sticks.
Bro, my aim is kind of decent.
Kind of decent.
Outside,
Oh no, it's a
still.
gridlock.
Still
It's a
outside.
gridlock.
Still
Okay.
outside.
It might not be Nomad. Is that the head?
You're outside. Whoever it is outside.
It was her head, I think. No.
Is that a head? No. It's gridlock. Oh, nice, nice kill.
You got a little kill hungry there, but it's okay. I mean, usually the way I look at it is if you have like confidence and momentum behind you in a round or a game, and you think you know 100% that you can win a gunfight, then go for it. I mean, you've already gotten 3 kills on the round, so yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about it. Or did you get? No, you only got 2. Sorry. But yeah, if you have confidence and it's a 4v1, I mean, go for it. So one thing that I want to cover here is your situational awareness is really, really good. But decision making is a little bit, I don't know if it's because you're not invested enough into the round or the game or what it may be, but if you could pay attention a little bit more during the round, it will excel your playstyle and favor your playstyle a lot because you're very information based off your playstyle. So for example, even this gridlock this round, you were kind of scared to peek, but once you learned a little bit more accurate information on her by her shooting towards the left side of the door, you kind of you wanted to peek her, and you did. You lost a gunfight, but you still did. So if you could pay attention more during a round and kind of be a little bit more moldable, it'll favor your playstyle a lot more, because I can just see like the way you play and the way you move. You're relying heavily on information, which is the same way I play. So that's why I'm saying if you can invest a little bit more energy and thought into the game during the rounds, it'll help you out a lot more than what you're currently doing. Alrighty, let's see. So first round on attack went Twitch, kind of I'd say.
Good job. 4v4.
Got the early pick.
Oh, was it yellow?
Actually, this isn't too bad. 3v3. Oh, sorry, there's an ace. I didn't realize there was an ace as a hard breacher. So not too bad. I mean, 3v3 instead of it being a 4v5. That's actually pretty decent. It's looking like you want to take CO, which is completely fine. You should probably kind of try to communicate that, especially for an upstairs defense. Okay, so this is one thing that you don't want to do on repels at all. This is one thing that you don't want to do, and I can explain.
I thought there was a. Oh, wow.
She jumped out the yellow window. So, what he has going on here is the barricade is completely, it's up completely. Sorry, and then he has a little sliver on it open. And especially with you already breaking the left barricade, and then you making this hole on the right, like a super small hole, it's gonna make it a lot easier for the enemies to react to, simply because instead of them looking through an entire barricade like this, they look through a barricade like this, and then there's only a little like sliver like that. That's a horrible example, but you get what I'm saying. Instead of the whole barricade being open, they only have to focus on this small, precise point, and it'll make it a lot easier and a lot more detectable. Just because you're going to be peeking through something that's a fraction of what the whole window is. So, yeah. And also, again, the attention grabber of the fact you breaking the window once and then going to this window shooting is going to be even more of a giveaway. So, definitely something you don't want to do on repels. Unless you have, like,
wow.
completely accurate info on someone. And you want to break it like once and then peek or do something like that, like shoot it open really fast and then shoot them. That's fine. That's completely fine. But that's only if you know that you have 100% accurate info. It's yellow, yeah. Sound cue.
This right here.
Very, very smart by you. The yellow window's open. You understand that they have a Valkyrie on the team, and so you're looking for a Valcam as soon as you're in safety. Brilliant. So I just wanted to cover that because definitely, and there it is, exactly.
I got the cam outside.
So really, you're a very smart player. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm very tight. I'm sorry.
I got the bandit.
Your playstyle, I like it a lot.
I'm gonna get off so that I don't get killed.
Where was that at? That's Death Bell. That's for meeting balcony. So I'm assuming you guys win this round.
Yellow pillar.
Okay, very, very good. So what are you doing right now? You are exposing yourself to a lot of angles, and you're completely focused and bloodthirsty for this one guy.
Pillar?
This is something you do not want to do at all. You never want to solely focus on one player because it has a very high chance of getting you killed, and especially in this situation. And the reason I'm saying in this situation is because he has such a small piece of an object to cover his body that he has to work with. So you have all three of your teammates on the breach. You just gave a call out, yellow pillar. That means that you should be looking elsewhere for maybe someone swinging or rotating or whatever, because he has nowhere to go pretty much. Like, he has to fight his way out of this position. So you focusing on him is not gonna do much. And also, like, it's a rook, you know that. So his rotation timing is gonna be even slower simply because he is a 3 armor. So those are little things to pick up on here. This could very easily get you killed just by focusing on one sole player.
One yellow stairs.
Can somebody drone out sight?
Yeah,
I'm waiting for this guy to peek out from yellow.
You're still
There's one
focusing
right
way
here on
too
this
much on
yellow
this guy.
pillar. It's rook, I think.
It is a rook.
Yeah, there's two. One's laying down. One's on top of the little like crate behind it.
One's piano windows, or is that CO windows? You injured one?
Bandit pushed over to white. Wait.
You injured.
Alright, he's tagged a little bit too. Is there still one behind yellow pillar?
Oh no, you didn't. Did you injure?
I
I thought you would have injured him. Holy shit.
Oh, one's on yellow stairs.
The F2 against a
Vigil.
1 armor. I mean, he does have rook armor, but still, I mean, he ate like a solid 4 or 5 bullets.
One on yellow and one on.
One pipes. One pipes, one yellow, one boxes.
Nice kill.
Okay, so that's a bandit back white. Valk might be upstairs here. Vigil's on yellow. And then one is pipes.
Ran down yellow. He's on half wall. He's on pillar. Behind yellow pillar. Behind pillar.
I love your situational awareness. I really do. You know, and you have concrete information on two out of the 3 enemies, which is very, very good. And you're also calling out to your team, do we have any info in Valkyrie? So I love seeing that in players and in these VoDs. And also, you're not really too worried about the guys, pipes, and yellow, the Vigil and the Jaeger. You're more focused on the Valkyrie because she could be anywhere. You have no information at all on her. So that I love seeing that coming out of this VOD.
Behind pillar.
Oh, you're kind of going ballistic too. God
No,
damn.
I killed Pillar.
Oh, damn.
Let's go! Let's go!
Oh,
Oh my god! That was so sick!
Yo, good job, bro.
Oh my god.
That game, but good job.
This is hands down the best VOD I've ever watched. Hands down, the best VOD I've ever watched so far. So let's kind of recap a little bit here. So what I want to focus on here is your main issue that I want to see you fix, because if you can fix this sole issue, you could be a very, very high elo player, like champion diamond level. Because you have the mechanics, you have the decision making, the thought process. But what I want you to do is I want you to solely focus on your investment into the rounds. That's what I want you to focus on. Because you already have really good decision making, you already have really good situational awareness, but if you can bring those things up even more by simply listening to more callouts, listening to more sound cues, things like that along those lines, that give you information, again, how I said you were playing Doc Circle Desk, if you can get more information to yourself as a player through sound cues, again, visuals, audios, whatever it may be, audio, it will increase your play style tenfold. I can already tell you that. So that's the only thing that I really have to say. Other than that, this was a beautiful fucking VOD to watch, and I really mean it. Like, this is easily, hands down, the best VOD I've watched. So yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for you. And I really hope that what I've given you so far during this VOD review, or what I gave you during this VOD review, can help you out. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up episode number 30 of the viewer VOD review. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did learn something new, or I gave you some new insight towards the game, make sure you guys leave a like, hit that sub button, as well as that notification bell. I would appreciate the support. As I said at the beginning of the video, there are links to all my social media down below in the description. I would greatly appreciate you guys go check out those links. And with all of that being said, I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Pog, pog, pog.